Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. I wanted to go over my first overview video. I'm not sure how many I'm going to do these moving forward. With TradingView's Pinescript, pretty well it's a proprietary language. I've kind of held back for many years on this until I started seeing TradingView started doing live orders on its platform. So that got me very interested in Pinescript, the proprietary scripting language for TradingView. I'm going to go over just a very, I won't say quick, but an overview of what I'm seeing on how it works and give you some comparisons between my experience with trading languages. I've kind of worked with MetaTrader, MQL 4 and 5, not a big fan of those, but Pinescript seems to be making it easier for that switch from something like Python or even Java with Motorwave. So let's look at how this pans out. So first thing I would do is if you're brand new to anything, programming or not, or just looking at TradingView, the Pinescript language, just look up, do a Google search for Pinescript user manual. That will bring you to this. And in it, it gives you a very good overview of the language, what to look for, some really good tips on if you're kind of new at programming, and some decent recommendations. It does stick to a lot of the basic principles of programming. Um, I'm not seeing a lot of object oriented, which is good because you just want to, it's a scripting language. So there's not going to be a lot of that stuff. It's just a pure language that way it used to be back in the early 90s, late 80s before, programming got really crazy. Anyways, it's more like on a C level if you want to know. So you can always go through this manual. Very good. Now the next thing is if you look for a Google search here, Pinescript reference manual, it'll bring you to this site for the reference manual. So if you want to know just generally high level, because the early days back when I started programming we're going back in the 80s, folks. Microsoft were the cool company to be part of because you were battling against the big blue, the big evil IBM. Microsoft came along. They were the cool kids in the world of IT, along with Apple back in the early days of that. So one of the big things that Microsoft had really good quality was their documentation. This document here is very in the same style as that, which kind of is very appealing because it's much simpler. It's all there you want. You have also a search facility here if you need. So you get your language operators, some really decent little examples. The reserved or built-in variable names you can't use because, well, they're reserved for Pinescript. So there's those. But these are the ones I want to show you here. I've kind of completed this. And what I gotta say that you want to look for are basically the coding examples. So let me just pull one up. Let me do plot, let's say, just as an example. So plot, here you can see gives you like a little description, all the argument list with all the uh, what each argument does, what it's for, and then along you get your example. This is where you're going to learn the core language on the different examples. This is just the starting point, I should say, also. So if you want to learn just some simple examples, yeah, go here. I wouldn't go at the higher end books or videos that will kind of overwhelm you. But if you kind of go this path, you'll probably see a better appreciation of the coding on how TradingView wants you to code in the world of TradingView using Pinescript. So that's more sensible to do from my perspective because a lot of these books out there, they'll overwhelm you and say, this is how you got to do your programming. This is how you got to use Pinescript. That's not the case. I think it's the other way around where TradingView has a way they want you to kind of like adapt to how they um, work with Pinescript. So that's probably the better approach because there are strict rules with Pinescript. It's not like a traditional programming language. You code something up and boom, there it is. You got to remember you're coding up uh, a trading strategy, an idea, whatever, and it has to work within the the rules of what TradingView with all the servers, the impact it has, all the licensing, all that. That's what I'm saying. You have to follow those set of rules. So that's in my mind very important. Okay. So again, you get all the examples here. So here I've got my TradingView software up and running. So you can see here I got Pineeditor, Forex Screener. I don't really use that yet. I'm still really relatively new to TradingView and Pinescript, but I'm just trying to give you just a general approach of how I'm doing it from, I guess we'll say the old school way. I could go on about how C and C++ evolved to C++, and they didn't really get so much into C++ for the complexities that are brought when you're coming out of the C world. All right, so let's take a look at some examples here. So let's say I want to do a plot, just a simple plot as an example, um, right here. Okay, so there's our example. So you'll have this comment. You have to tell which version in the script that you want TradingView to run. So all your development is going to be within the app of TradingView itself. It's not that sophisticated. Here I've got, in my case, sugar loaded up as a chart. Um, and I put in the code and just go, you can save the code obviously wherever you want. You can open it up, whatever you want. And I believe these are all saved on TradingView servers as well. There's some advantages, disadvantages, depending upon what you're looking for. So here's the chart. Looks like it didn't do a lot, but I'm on a 30-minute view. But when I get down to the 3 month, you may see something different. But anyways, I just wanted to, it's not much to show you there, I realize, but we're not trying to build rockets here in the first sweep of learning Pinescript. So there's plot. One of the things I love uh, about MotoWave, and this is, I think, really important if you're even just looking for trading ideas. I think to use Pinescript for this is if you're looking for equivalent of backtesting, there's this strategy function, and it's very, very sophisticated. You'll see all these different strategy functions that you can get. Um, and let me just pull one up that's simple. I don't know. Let's try this one, entry bar. Okay. So if I take this code, and you can see here, let me just show you another example. There's different types of scripts within the Pinescript. There's an indicator. In this case, we're going to use a strategy. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I do believe that strategy is more used for backtesting, and it's really good. So you take your code and then you plot it in here, and it's very sophisticated here. So this is going to do a bit of chugging. So I'm going to add, oh, let me get rid of this guy here, previous indicator. So again, you can see here now we are working with a strategy. So this is a script as a strategy. So if I add to chart, so I think it should be compiling. Yeah, so it'd be it'd say compiling. So here you can see your basic, if you were to trade 6 month with sugar, what would your results be? So here you can see under the strategy tester, you can see the results. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if not a lot of people may know about it, but you can see here the results. You get a 49% return, profitable trades at 760. Um, your general view of performance, number of trades here, and the dates. This is using uh, backward data, and then the properties, whatever. But I'm just showing you this is the real power of TradingView and Pinescript because somebody asked last night, what about backtesting? How much easier can this get when you load up the strategy code and get that kind of check on the performance on a particular asset? So that's where um, MotoWave excelled at, because it was that simple. Here, the only problem now I have with it's not really a problem, but it's something that they don't have, which MotorWave has, is you're able to walk forward that. So you'd be able to calculate and guesstimate based upon past data how much can you expect with your performance on particular strategies moving forward. That's not here in TradingView, but at the end of the day, that's not really a big deal because if you look at this year in the markets for 2023, the markets have been absolutely crazy. And when you look at last year, 2022, it was even worse because what traditionally should work didn't work, right? So here, though, you can at least get an idea on your performance. So let me just see. Okay, so if I do a year to date, yeah, so it'll update all of the overview and that. So the last 3 months. So even if you want to do, I don't know, a 5 day, you can see here you do get the entries and exits for your trading performance, but this is what you're really looking for is what would you expect for profit versus drawdown and so on and so forth. So this is something worth looking at. Okay, so that again, that's one of the big powerful things that I noticed with TradingView. The other thing I like about it, it's you can work with Quandl data. Now I don't know if that's chargeable or not. Um, so you do have that you can build into a script. You can also put in like your fundamental counting related kind of data. So let me pull up I'll change the code again. But hopefully you're starting to see the real appreciation of this language and having it within the environment of TradingView. And you can see how I've only been really learning it for a few days, not like total few days. You don't have to be an expert at any of this. So um, this is what I love about TradingView. Also, I should mention here is you'll get. Let me just add this to the chart again. You'll see it'll say here compiling. If there's a error message, it'll tell you here in the line. So it's pretty straightforward. It's not like too complicated, to be honest. Um, and yeah, you can see here this is your result here of the code. Request financial accounts payable. So that's Microsoft's accounts payable. So you can get to that level. In terms of things like Quandl, this alone is very powerful because I've dealt many years ago because Quandl is from originally from Toronto, and I had some queries, and they were pretty good at answering my questions and we're willing to do some stuff with my stuff. That totally makes sense. Anyways, let me clear up some indicators here. Just so you know, I'm on a limited subscription plan, so there's only so many charts and indicators and whatever I can run. So I'm very limited on that. But if you scale up, I'm only paying like I think it's like $12, but if you want to scale up, you go 25 or 29 a month, and then obviously you can add more to the higher tier at 60 a month. That's where I'll eventually go. But considering what you're getting here, from my experience and how fast and easy it is, um, I think it's pretty strong. Uh, Something really strong to consider. The market for market opportunity, I should say, in TradingView is a huge audience to work from. So if you decided to make, oh, I want to specialize in Pine scripting as a not a career, but as a way to earn cash, I think that there is an opportunity here for people to really take hold on that and exploit that. So let me just run this last piece of code here. So they're requesting the quandos you saw and came up, and there's the result right there. So these are the gaps for this, I guess. But you can see just how powerful the language is for Pinescript. So let me show you some technical stuff. Um, so I'm just going to pull up one of the simple technical analysis indicators. There's lots of math here. which is really good. You don't have to calculate yourself, which I think is really good. Let me see what's a good one. Uh, well, we'll do a couple here. I'll choose this one. Oh, there's no example code. Um, EMI. Yeah, let's try that. EMA, sorry. So if you're into the moving averages like I am, it's really simple. I mean, it's not a lot of code. You got creates the average and then plots it. So this is your typical programming loop and all that fun stuff. Um, I'm really impressed by it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm slowly evolving into it. So you can see here, here's the EMA, so on and so forth. Um, uh, not too complicated, but you can create some really neat stuff chart wise with TradingView when you go through those examples from uh, coding, the coding, uh, the coding reference manual. So let me just pull up maybe a couple more examples here. So there's a lot of technical analysis stuff. Um, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. You could put up your tables, your objects, all that on the chart itself. That's kind of what I'm primarily looking at right now. So that covers all the basics. There's some fairly advanced stuff as well. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Now, again, when it comes to live trading, that's been the appeal. As I said, for me, now here's the thing: is I've been using MotoWave for a couple of years now. MotoWave I love. They've got great support. They've been really good in all areas, but and their mobile app's really sophisticated. So where and how that will go, I don't know. But for me, it's a different reason from MotoWave. Obviously, it's because I do marketing. I got a membership potential, stuff to grow. So I can reach a lot of people on TradingView through trading ideas and all that I post and streams and whatnot. So that's one of the big reasons why I'm making this. But then when I saw live trading, I'm like, whoa, there's a lot more to it than just that. So, being able to customize your own trading strategies, I can lease them out and people will pay a monthly fee or whatnot for that. So I can generate income from that. Again, these are for my own reasons, but it's very powerful. I do think I'm going to put up a survey on this as well. I think it's an easier sale to different people on uh, who are wanting to get into trading or want to get into programming or algorithm trading, whatever. It's an easier sale with TradingView versus MotoWave because obviously TradingView is number one in just general investing. So there's that appeal. So there's a lot of things that I like about TradingView as I dig more into it. Um, I would strongly recommend if you are whatever platform you're on, take a serious look at TradingView. I think it can rival a lot of platforms out there. Thinking Thinkorswim, definitely can outdo TradeStation. And the thing is, TradeStation was smart too, where they allowed because TradeStation became a broker, and TradeStation integrated into supporting TradingView as well. So that was very smart. And I think back in the fall, in October, this is the one that really got me to really seriously look at TradingView. Was Interactive Brokers moved over as well, so they do support um, TradingView as well. That was the big kicker for me. I mean, I also have an account with Awanda as well, so it was not hard. The hard part, as I put up another video on, was the crypto, and I think I may, if I do this, it's solved if I switch over to Gemini from Kraken. So I don't know. We'll see. But I gotta say, I'm putting more effort into TradingView and specifically Pinescript as well. And when you look at the reviews overall, they're pretty good at TradingView. Yes, you have a lot of rules you have to comply with. Make sure you're a good boy on TradingView, and I think you'll be okay. Um, and TradingView, just overall from a trading perspective, you have the social aspect where you could post streams, videos, and ideas. and you get feedback from it. You can build a little audience from it. I mean, I like that a lot. All on one the same platform. You got the very sophisticated charting with TradingView, duh. And then now we've got the TradingView programming language or scripting language, Pinescript. On top of you can do live trading. So this what I'm saying is becomes like your eventual one stop to trading. Now everyone's gonna go with quant and all that stuff. Look, that's all fine, but depending upon where you're coming from, if you're starting from zero, you're not going to do HFT. You're not going to worry about quant. If you got, I don't know, significant amount as an account size, 50,000, 100,000, yeah, then you worry about stuff like that. With this, there's not a lot of sophistication that comes with TradingView and Pinescript for the quantity stuff. Even if you could, you can probably get away with something. I don't know. I'd like to see from a technical nerdy perspective. It'd be awesome if TradingView did allow some kind of connection to the outside world, if it's through Python or a database or something. Because if that was the case, then it'd be like really good. But I do believe that they don't do that because of security concerns of their servers, and they don't want to expose that to their ecosystem. So I get that. So that's about it. It's very exciting to be truthful. Now, from my perspective, if you want to know more on what I'm doing, just come to the quantlabs.net/banking. Get a whole slew of videos, just so many. Plus this one, how to protect your wealth, because these CBDCs are going to get, I think, pretty scary. Other than that, I'm going to sign off here, and thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. Oh, one big thing I forgot to mention about TradingView, really important. If you're going to be somebody like me, and I think there's going to be a lot of people moving towards this. A lot of people, if you haven't heard through my podcasting, people are leaving the West or just getting fed up. So what does that mean? They're going to be on the road a lot, traveling a lot, and this digital nomad thing. I think traders are going to be in the same boat. And this is a great opportunity in so many levels. So if you're planning to do that, if you were to stay with a language like Java, have your own infrastructure, put up on some cloud environment or some kind of VPS environment, you have to maintain that. If things get knocked out, you're screwed. Here with this approach of TradingView, you don't have to worry about that because you're shielded from those uh, technical challenges, I guess, because it's their servers, they maintain them. You have Pinescript, you use Pinescript, playing by their Pinescript rules, so that you can just focus on trading and doing whatever you do with all the other benefits you get with TradingView, as I mentioned. But if you're traveling, you don't have to worry about at all about regarding is my cloud server knocked out? Is my trading strategy working? Da 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 da. Because it's all on TradingView. There's the support to have that, and the support's been fairly okay. Not awesome, but it's much better than Coinbase or even better than Interactive Brokers. Dare I say? So there's that. And the other thing is, the apps for TradingView are quite good. There's the desktop app. One thing I like about TradingView as well is that they support Linux. I'm gonna right now I'm on Windows. I'm gonna eventually get off of Windows. I don't like Windows, Microsoft. The surveillance on Windows is real. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. But when you go to Linux, you don't have to worry about these things. So there's a support with the TradingView app on Linux. That's great. Also, the mobile apps, they do exist, and they are pretty top notch as well for that, and they get very good reviews. So we'll leave it at that. Again, if you want to know more, protect your wealth, get on my email list. Yeah, get on to quantlabs.net/banking. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.